Christmas is right around the corner and it's the holiday season now. So I wanted to build some Christmas related things. But I build Lego Transformers. So these Christmas things are actually more than meets the eye. Stay tuned for more. First off, we have this Christmas tree. It looks like a pretty basic Christmas tree. There's this tree here, and then you got some gifts and a little base that's kind of like a carpet. And this system here, I built it to kind of lock in the tree in place because it's really flat at the bottom, and this kind of just keeps it in there nice and tight. Now the way I built the base is pretty simple. I just put in a bunch of flat tiles and a rounded corner to make a kind of Christmas looking mat, and then I put these 1x1 studs here so I can put these little gifts on top and put them in different kinds of shapes and layers. Now these don't really mean much, but the tree sure does mean a lot more. The tree has some nice looking designs like the little lights, and you can see that there is a little off with the tree. There are some hinges here and there, but overall it has the shape of a Christmas tree. We even have a little nice looking star here that I built using a few pieces. I used this piece which has studs all over the place except for the bottom, and then I put all these little cheese slopes along the sides. Now when you turn the tree around to the back though, you can definitely see that there's more to this, and this is not just a regular Christmas tree. And then we have our friendly little snowman who looks like a snowman. You can see the different pieces and details. There are 3 circles that kind of make the shape of the snowman. And then I made this little base for the snowman, which kind of looks like he's in the Arctic or something. There's some pieces here. And unofficial Lego Mega Blocks. Oh no. Yeah, don't worry about that, guys. I just did not have the right piece, but don't worry. Everything else here is real Lego bricks, and I think overall this looks like a pretty nice looking design for the background. Like this guy's in the North Pole or something. And this snowman, he looks all innocent and nice. You know, he's got little eyes, some buttons here, no scarf or anything, just a generic snowman. And he does look a little weird on the bottom. It's not really the kind of round I would like it to be. And he has these little stick hands with like robot arms on the side, because I didn't know how else to do this. But the arms are pretty basic. They're just a bunch of bricks like this, and then the robot hand pegged in right here to this rounded 1x1. And so yeah, it's pretty basic looking arms, basic looking everything. And this is Rudolph the orange nose snowman because he's an orange glowy nose. I would have used a normal orange nose, but I didn't have one, so I just went with this translucent kind of orange piece. I had a brown and a red, but that looked terrible, so I just decided to go with this. And well, he is a robot, and you can especially see that there is a lot going on here, that's for sure. Now this base is made up pretty simply, just a bunch of little plates attached on each other and a lot of plates at the bottom with some light blue translucent details on the top to make it look all nice. And the snowman, I used a lot of curved sloped and also cheese slope pieces, all those kind of pieces to give him the round kind of look that usually is kind of hard to capture in Lego. And I also built him a little top hat, but this snowman doesn't got no nose. And now for the part you've all been waiting for. Time to transform these guys. I think we should transform the Christmas tree first. Now the Christmas tree has a pretty easy but fun transformation. First you want to untab these sections here, which will actually become the feet. Then you want to push these back like this, and that's on a ball joint at the back here. And then you want to make sure there's enough room for this section of the leg to come down here like this, and all of this stuff to collapse forward like that. And then you just have his feet kind of hanging off on that one pin there. Just put that back on. So same thing on the other side. Make sure there's clearance. You just want to bring all of that down. Bring this section here down. And yeah, that's pretty easy. And the feet have a pretty satisfying transformation where you kind of just lift this up. First of all, you want to push this in on that side and then lift it up, and it just makes for nice looking feet. And then you want to lift this section up, fold this back all the way, push it back in, lift up this flap here, rotate this flap all the way around and bring it down like this against that. And then you want to take off the star because this is going to become a weapon later. And same with this thing here, which is on the side, actually attached to his head, so that will also be another weapon. Then you want to come over here, separate these two shoulders, and then split this in half like this. Then rotate this section around, which will form the forearm. Then rotate this out, which will actually make the hand. And for some extra details, you can just lift this up like this and this back like that. So that's one hand done. Exact same thing, just rotate this around, rotate this up, rotate this back, rotate this up. There you go, pretty basic right there. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And then the final part, which is bringing the head and rotating it to the side. And there you can see we have our big Christmas tree boy. And next up we have a little happy snowman. First you want to take this piece off, which will actually become a gun later on. And then what you want to do is rotate this out and untab this. You need to make sure you untab it correctly and it'll just come out. And then this part will hinge back like this, so it did it on its own. And then you want to come down here and flap these sections down, all of that down. And then you want to separate these two pieces, kind of like with the Christmas tree guy. Just bring these two down so he gets a lot wider. Then you want to bring this section up where the snowman head once was, and then just push this in and bring it all the way down. Then we have our little legs here, which you just rotate around at the torso. And then the feet also have a cool transformation here. You bring this section down, rotate it around, and it's on this robot hand, so you push it in, and there you go, you got one little foot. And I think that foot looks pretty cool. And same thing here, rotate it around, push it in, and you got foot number 2. And then for the head, you just want to bring that down like that and actually rotate this around first, so it's on this little hinge and clip piece here, so it goes on there like that. And it was on this side here, so you just want to rotate it around so that it shows this as the front of the face. Push this little antenna thing at the back. There you got face number 2. Make sure all the legs are even. And then you have this guy. And here we have the two of these guys side by side, and I actually think they look pretty cool. They all look unique in their own way, and I think they just overhaul a lot of cool looking designs. Now I call this guy Abonomatron because he turns into a snowman, and he's a bad guy. Yeah, when you look at him, he doesn't really look like he turns into a snowman. I feel like you wouldn't be able to tell that he actually turns into a snowman. You also have these options for letting his arms come out, like a second pair of arms or wings, and I think that kind of makes him look like a transformer who turns into a jet or something. But yeah, I think overall that's pretty cool there. And his feet do look a little odd, like his overall leg and feet design, but I still think he looks pretty cool. And then we also have this happy jolly looking Christmas tree transformer, who I want to call Evergreen, because, you know, smart, right? Yeah, I think he looks pretty cool. And side by side, the two of them look like they could be friends or enemies. I think they should be enemies. You know, that's a bad guy, that's a good guy. But yeah, they look pretty cool. Not too much of a backpack on both of them, especially this guy. This guy really cleans up really nice. But that's not much to say, since really both of them did not look great at the back. They were just really messy at the back. But yeah, I think they still look really cool. I gave this guy blue eyes to kind of give him that good guy look, and I think he holds it pretty well. And You can definitely tell he's a Christmas tree because of these details here. But I think if you were to look at his legs, I think it's pretty cool. Now, I don't know if there's Transformers that turn into plants. Never mind, I'm wrong. There's Transformers that turns to plants. Like, I knew there was animals, but I didn't know there's plants. But yeah, I guess this guy turns into a tree. So that's something new. Never done that before. And then we have Snowman. There's definitely no Transformers that turn into Snowman. But yeah, I think this guy looks pretty cool. You can't even tell it's a snowman. His snowman head's hidden away down here. His top hat looks like kind of like the front of a train or like a giant plane or something. I don't even know. But he just looks like he would turn to a plane, or he kind of reminds me of a Gundam or like even Jetfire too. Pretty cool, I think. And each of them have their own weapons. First, I gave Evergreen this little star thing. But it's not just a star, it actually turns into another weapon. So you like kind of rotate everything around. So it turns into the axe of the Christmas spirit. Pretty cool, right? And he also has this sword thing that I made. Yeah, and he looks pretty good with them, I think. There's his sword on that arm, which just pegs into his hand. And this kind of just clips on there. And I think he looks like he's ready for battle, to fight, to help Santa Claus come or something. That's not the real meaning of Christmas though, right? And then you also have Omnimatron, who has his little gun here. And I think this gun will turn out to look pretty cool. And you just kind of put his gun in right here, like this. It's an odd way to put on a gun, but I think it looks pretty interesting. You know, like it's more of a blaster, not only a gun, but I think he looks cool. They look like they're ready to fight each other. And now for a 360 look at Evergreen's robot mode. He has a little belly, kind of reminds me of Santa Claus. Nice cleaned up looking back filled with studs. And I feel like he has a nice looking feet design too. He has a 90-degree bend. He can kick out to the side and do a full split. He can get his arm about that much to the side, and he can rotate it all the way around. And his forearm can go up that far and rotate all the way around. His head can look back and forth, and he can look up and down, so that's all cool. Yeah, I just really like that feet design. There's a lot of stuff, dude. Got the ankle rotation here. You can do a lot with this guy. So that's crazy. I just really like how those feet look. It looks really clean, really satisfying. And then now 360 of my boy Omnimatron, who looks funny. He looks like he would look cool if he had the right proportions. Just really small legs. His legs can kick up, go back, go side if you put it like this, and also kick back 90 degrees, which is nice. He can bend his forearms about that much at the elbow. He can rotate actually his arm around. You can do it. It's on these hinges over here, but it is very possible. You just rotate it around like this. You know, it rotates with the wing at the back. And then depending on where your arm is, shoulders are placed, you do get a bit of a pivot to the side, but not much. That wasn't really intended for this guy. Head can look up, down, and rotate side to side. Waist can swivel, so all really, really cool. You can turn him around. There's some nice looking spots here and there. Some decent looking proportions. I feel like these could work as cannons too. But yeah, that's all cool. Yeah, but like, guys, isn't that pretty cool? There's these two robots that were actually Christmas things, and now they're Transformers. Guys, let me know what you think of their names. And guys, I have more crazy cool videos coming up for you guys, so subscribe for more. This clip is not staying on. But yeah, I think now this guy has something to be scared of. These are not some normal Christmas things. So guys, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, and may God bless you, and stay tuned for my next video. Don't worry, I can fix them quick.